So hello everyone, you're on a regular video right now. Judah is currently doing a Twitch video. I am not going to do that. So first order of business, Vladdy hit his first dinger. Um, and I swear to God, I thought that Victor Robles, or as I'd say Victor Robles, that's my tree voice, almost robbed it and got into a collision with Michael Taylor. What was your opinion on that?
While I was watching that, I personally didn't even see the ball over the fence. So
Same here, because it slipped out of his
I was
glove.
the ball went through the fence. It was like really weird.
They showed a replay of it in the middle of the inning, and it fell out of his glove. That's what happened.
Yeah, so it was just thinking of it. So it kind of reminded me of a Jose Canseco when the ball hit over the fence.
Yeah, but it's different.
I know,
Because this time his glove was literally over the fence. It just slipped out. So
yeah, big mistake. I wouldn't. Like,
yeah, huge boo boo, big boo boo.
Yeah, they really screwed themselves over there.
Yeah, and we'll definitely get into that later in this video. So let's get into our next thing, which is a very, very positive thing for the Blue Jays. So while I was watching this game, and throughout the majority of this season, I've noticed that I've been getting vibes of the 2010, sorry, the 2015 Dream Team that we had back then. Because I've been seeing a lot of home runs, not as much small ball as I'd like to see. I'd like to see a lot more of that. Because I like the style that the Kansas City Royals used back then. That's why they beat us back then. Cooper, don't bring up bad memories. So I was thinking maybe there's some radiation left over from that 2015 team. Maybe they're squeezing all of it out of Pete Walker and Luis Rivera and the bullpen catchers, because those are the only ones that are left from that team. So Tanner Roark's first appearance in Nats Park. What was your opinion? And then I'll give mine.
Well, I was very impressed. He could only go 5 innings. He let up 3 hits, 1 run, of course 1 earned run. But something that really did stick out to me was his 0 walks. When a pitcher is throwing 0 walks, you know they're on their game, and I was really impressed by that.
Yeah. So what I noticed was that he was a little bit old-fashioned, which I like. He looked like Mark Buehrle. He definitely worked fast like Mark Buehrle. He looked really good, and I was really impressed. I did not expect that good of an outing from him. That might have been the best pitching performance of the year.
Yeah, 100%. He's an old veteran. He knows what he's doing. But also, I was a little bit excited to see Christian Wilmerfront coming back from the injury list, and Jacob Wozniak with a nice 2 innings, only has 0 hits.
Yeah.
1 ball. That's amazing. Jacob Wozniak did a great job.
And if you guys are wondering how the Nationals did, poo-poo, that's how they work.
We're actually going to touch on now. The Jays only let 4 hits the entire game and 1 based on balls. Which is, very, very rare thing to see these days. Only 4 hits and only giving up 1 walk. It's a very rare thing to see now.
So let's get into our next topic. So if you didn't notice, the broadcasters today, they mentioned that John Schneider, the former AAA and AA coach, who's up as a major league coach, that's his official position, they mentioned that he thinks that Santiago Espinal, they think that he is a 2-out defender, meaning that whenever there's 2 outs in the game and you get the ball hit to him, the inning's over. That's what Snyder supposedly thinks. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think Espinal, congrats to him, first of all. He had his first MLB career.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, I think that I don't think he's a player on the Jays that'll get much playing time just because, we're going to have Austin Martin.
Bo Bichette. But Austin Martin will not be up until 2022.
I know but Sandy Russell, he's a rookie. He's done a lot
And
of
that's
things.
generous, what I just said. That is very generous.
Yeah. Yeah, but, I think he's a solid player. I don't think he'll get too much playing time, but I think he is a good asset to have in the team, and I definitely agree with what Tyler said. I'm a fan of Espinal.
So I'll get into the next Espinal thing. So at the beginning of the game, I had a realization about him that he is a terrible hitter, but he's good in the field. He's great in the field. He might, if he can stay up for a whole season, he might win a Gold Glove once he gets older. But he did get his first hit, so congratulations, Santiago Espinal.
It was a solid hit. It was out of the shortstop head.
Yeah, but it's still a hit. Still his first hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
A hit's a hit.
And but something that I learned about him, he is not the worst average on the team with rifle at 143.
And you know what, guys? You know who doesn't have that spot? Derek Fisher. So I am eating my words with my article. Thank you very much. Thank you, Derek.
Derek Fisher, man.
So if you didn't notice, the Marlins are going to be out until at least Monday, and the teams that were affected by the Marlins not playing will be playing each other in this week, which the Marlins aren't playing. I know it's unfortunate, and it's going to ruin the entire season, but they have to do what they have to do. What are your thoughts on this?
I think it's very unfortunate that this did happen. I do like what the MLB did, though. They did, really, it's hard thing to deal with, and I think they did really deal with it well.
Yeah, Manfred finally showed that he's a good commissioner. Not really. He's still terrible, but I think Gary Bettman might be worse.
Gary Bettman's worse. Gary Bettman's horrible. And also...
And this is coming from people who are not hockey fans that are saying Gary Bettman is bad. We just know that because we live in Toronto and we're both Leaf fans, but we do not closely follow hockey like Steve Dangle. You know who he is, right?
Yes, I do. But yeah, I think they dealt with it well. And overall, just good job by Bettman. It was a very smart idea to have the teams that were affected by this play each other, because that is something that they should have done, and then they did that. So I thought it was well executed. And something also, I don't think it's really going to affect the Blue Jays, because the Blue Jays are playing them August 11th. So I really don't, August 11th, August 12th. So I don't hope it affects them, but it could if this really keeps going.
Yeah. But maybe it just means that the Jays will get a free win.
I hope it does. That would be nice.
Hey everyone, the Blue Jays are getting offered a free win. That's right, a free win.
Oh, I would take that any day.
So our next segment today would be to please turn on the Blue Jay game at 5:30 tomorrow, because there will be a special segment about Nate Pearson's debut and his road to the show. And yes, that is a copyrighted statement, which I just said. So Nate Pearson versus Mad Max Scherzer. So one of the things I was thinking during the game was, let's think of an actual nickname for Nate Pearson other than Big Nate, which is a name of a book. So do you have any ideas?
Let me think about that. Maybe I would say Nasty Nate, because he's a pretty filthy pitcher.
I would say that more goes for for someone that has a lot more break on their pitches, and Nate's not really known for his break. He's known for his velo.
Yeah.
And by the way, guys, having velocity as a starter is very, very impressive, because you do not see that from starting pitchers. Maybe Garrett Cole you see that from, and Nate Pearson.
Nate Pearson is a different specimen. That guy's good, man.
Or how about we just call him the Ace?
The Ace? Yeah.
Because once Ryu retires and goes back to friggin' Korea and does his films with the award-winning producers, I think Nate will be the ace.
Like the Ace, I do like that one. I think they should keep that. I think the MLB should listen and really use what you're saying.
So another thing that they noticed is that that Dan Schulman mentioned, and by the way, Dan Schulman is someone who I've met. And fun fact about Dan Schulman is that he actually he goes to my mother's boss to get his teeth cleaned.
Can I say one more thing about Nate Pearson?
Yeah.
Yeah, just one thing. I'm actually looking at his when he played for New Hampshire in the AA team, the farm team. I'm now a little worried about his injuries because he has been injured more than 5 times.
Yeah, I know, but one of the times was getting drilled in the forearm by a comebacker, which is not like preventable.
Mm-hmm.
And also, he's very tall, so he's susceptible to getting hit.
Yeah, I just think that the Blue Jays should now really.
And that actually goes into my next point about Nate Pearson, which is that he's going to be on a pitch limit, and supposedly, according to Dan Schulman, as I mentioned, is that he is going to be on a maximum of 70 pitches, which means 4 innings. I give him 4 innings, guys.
No, I would be amazed if Nate Pearson, he would have to be like a match maker kind of guy. I'd be amazed if he's going 1-4 innings, 5 innings max.
So now I have a piece of news about Walgreens. We have the Walgreens impersonation of a Major League franchise. Mr. Bonifacio on Walgreens had a rare pop-out bunt to the shortstop, I believe. What a play! Bunt, getting a pop-out on a bunt.
Everyone knows if you play baseball like what you do, you can't pop out on a bunt. And in MLB, you don't really see that. I just think it's a little weird that he did pop out on the bunt. And, come on, you're an MLB man. And you're known for your bunts. Lay down a nice bunt. Come on.
Yeah, learn how to bunt from, who's someone that knows how to bunt really well? Billy no, Kevin Kiermaier.
Kevin Kiermaier, great bunter. No, you know who is, a great bunter?
Who?
Dansby Swanson. He got in spring training on England, and before a game he got bunt and it hit him right in the face.
Ha!
Yeah, look up the clip on YouTube. It's funny.
I think there was this clip of Albert Pujols. It might have been who bunted and it went right up in his face. Or might have been someone else on the Angels that's overweight. I forgot who it was. So another note that they mentioned during the game is that Travis Shaw, he is not with the team right now. He is on a leave with his family for unknown reasons. I don't know why. Maybe he's pulling a D Rose and decided to leave without telling anyone. I don't know. Do not quote me. I just know he was not there, and that's why he did not play today. And yeah.
And I remember last game, the first game of the series. Yeah, they said he was on a family absence, which family absence. They don't happen a lot in baseball, but when it happens, you gotta get.
Yeah, and I've noticed that that happening a lot more during this pandemic. It's probably having to do with the pandemic, so you can't blame it on the player. Just blame it on this nasty SOB Corona.
Yes.
Everyone, let's give a toast to Corona.
Hopefully, Lindy Berry is okay. His wife. That's his wife.
Okay. So let's talk about Pinta Power. Hey. So Pinta Power had a long pelantica, had a long home run, and and that home run had to be over 400 feet.
Oh, he crushed that. Washington it's a beautiful ballpark.
Yeah,
very big ballpark.
I'm hoping to go there.
Yeah, with the higher wall, he really did crush that one. I'm very happy to see the progression grow. Correct, there was all there. Now he's really making some nice contact and raking balls.
Um, so let's talk about a non Blue Jays related piece of news. The NFL MVP Patrick Mahomes, he officially is a Kansas City Royals co-owner. And remember, Patrick Mahomes is a former baseball player in high school and in college, and he went to
That
college
was
at
so
Texas
good.
A&M, where in football he was under Cliff Kingsbury's air raid offense. And yes, I know football terms. I am smart. Um, so so Patrick Mahomes owning the Royals, of course he can pay for that. He has a bigger contract than Mike friggin' Trout,
Um,
even though he's not
yeah,
gonna get that money.
when I saw that, I was actually on an ESPN, and I saw that, and it's good to see a
I
player.
saw that on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, it's everywhere. It's good to see a player at his caliber, really shining baseball, because I think it's a good life for baseball, and I think I don't think I know that he loves baseball, and I think
Yeah, he does
it was
love
great.
baseball. You know that.
It was great to see him, and I like to see a probably one of the most well-known athletes in the world really shining light on baseball, and especially the players I've seen as the Royals who really having a big downfall right now, who are really not doing good.
So it actually reminds me of another football player that bought a stake in a team in their city. So I'm sure all you know who Larry Fitzgerald is, one of the greatest wide receivers in NFL history. So he plays
Yes.
for the Arizona Cardinals. And yes, guys, not the St. Louis Cardinals baseball fans. Remember that. Um, so he bought a stake in the Phoenix Suns. I think it might have been a year ago or so. But
Yeah.
he did do that, and I thought that was great what he did, and that reminds me greatly of what Patrick Mahomes did.
Yeah, that's good representation there.
Um, so let's talk about Jacob Waguespack's great um, pickoff and rundown on Trey Turner, one of the fastest players on the in the MLB. Your opinion?
Yeah. When I was watching this, I was very surprised he don't pick ups a lot. But I was more happy with his 2 innings pitch, no runs, just no even hits, just one walk. But yeah, it's great to see that he is taking runs off.
Yeah, and
Now you see players just stepping off the rubber, tossing it over like 1 mile an hour, 1 mile per hour, and it's good to see good pickups because they're really bringing that back now.
um, and one thing I didn't notice that Dan mentioned was that Reese McGuire was banging his glove on the ground. Actually, no. See, bang the glove. I didn't notice him banging it on the dirt, but I believe it. And I feel like Reese is starting to become a much better defender than he was last year. Maybe he will be better than Danny, but I really hope not because Danny is a future All Star and a future Gold Glove catcher. He already is.
Hitting wise, no, but yeah, feeling.
Hitting wise, he might be. He did improve.
Yeah, you're all right about that.
And he is a righty.
Yes, he is.
Um, so I have another fun fact that they mentioned. So Reese McGuire had the 36th bunt single in Blue Jay history for a catcher.
Okay.
I actually thought that number would be a lot lower, but that number is really impressive, and also that he had a bunt single today.
I think that number is what it is because also back in the day, 90s.
Catchers used to be athletic.
Catchers used to be athletic, and bunting was a lot more popular.
Yeah, but also bunting is probably one of the least efficient ways to get a hit.
Yeah,
and yes, guys, I know sabermetrics. I know analytics. That's why I'm saying that, is I can back it up if you really want me to.
And also, it's mainly just used for moving up a runner to second or third base.
Okay, yes, but you're also giving up an out, so mathematically
it's more of a ninth inning, eighth inning, seventh inning thing.
Yeah, even though I like doing it in Road to the Show because I was actually playing Road to the Show today, and it's kind of weird how he had a bunt single because I created a speedster that was a catcher today in Road to the Show.
That's rare.
So it's kind of weird that he had a bunt single today, or Reese, because I had many bunt singles today. And this catcher I made in Road to the Show, he had a 90 speed, but with all of the gear I put on him, he was a 101 speed. Like he was like D Gordon level of fast.
Hey, that's not gonna be the show for you. I'll say the fastest catcher now. No. Maybe.
I don't even know who the fastest catcher is.
Yeah, I'm looking it right now. Actually.
Go on what's the website?
Oh, Ramos. Oh no, Ramos is the slowest.
No, fastest.
I know. I'm looking at fastest.
What's the website called? Baseball Savant.
Oh, before he retired, Jose Molina, he was very slow.
What?
I'm trying to find the fastest. Oh, JT Almeida's pretty fast. He led catchers with 7 successful steals last year in only 10 attempts. So probably JT Almeida, yeah.
Are you looking on Baseball Savant?
No, I'm looking on Reddit.
So I'm on Baseball Savant, and the fastest catcher is Jorge Alfaro, and he's like, and JT Realmuto is like a pinch away from him.
Yeah,
and by the way, if you guys do not watch Foolish Baseball, which I highly recommend, he mentioned that Tim Lucastro is the fastest player in the league, and he definitely is because he has blazing speed, and he actually used to be a Blue Jay prospect, but they traded him away for international bonus money back in 2015, and that bonus money actually went to paying Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And Vladdy Jr. actually gave up an infield hit to him last year. Isn't that a fun fact, guys?
What else do you got?
So during the game they showed what the ACC looked like. Sorry, Scotiabank Center. What Scotiabank Center looks like right now, with the whole bubble there, which I do not agree with that being in Canada. If they're allowing a bubble, they should be allowing the Blue Jays to play at Rogers Center.
100%. I'm sorry, it is so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why didn't they send both the East and West to Alberta? They can in Edmonton and Calgary. They can just have both divisions there.
Also, like John Tory, the mayor of Ontario,
Mayor of Toronto, yes.
Mayor of Toronto, the premier got for it, and then also let him, and then of course we just got Trudeau saying no, you could do it. So dumb.
I'm not going to get into it because I don't want you guys to hear my political opinion. You look at my political opinion on Twitter. I'll let you guys do that there, okay? I shit on Ford enough there.
I strictly think that Trudeau. I know it's obviously not Trudeau's. He's not the one deciding that. It's the minister of sport, education, probably sports. Who I forget.
There's not a. I don't think it's a sports minister. It's probably Trudeau's advisors. It's his advisors probably.
No, it's sports and recreation. Yeah, they have one. It's probably her. She was on TV24 one time talking about it. But I just think it's so dumb that like, come on, the Jays can't play a couple of games here, but you can have
You can have 16 NHL teams here in one city. It's taking up our hospitals, our tests, and our room downtown. But you can't have 2 teams playing in the MLB. I get that they're staying here for the NHL, and for the MLB it's slightly more risky, but it's still not valid.
It's not valid at all. And I feel like they're doing it also because hockey is a bigger sport. And
Yeah, no, it's because hockey is a bigger sport in Canada, and it's our national pride, guys. It's our national pride of a sport. Horse shit is what I like to call it. Hockey is just how to get CTE 101. You get jarred in the head by getting smashed in the boards in hockey. That's all you get.
It annoys me.
And guys, if I skate, I just fall right down.
Yeah, this is good.
So I have a little bit of a debate question, one of many that's coming up. So do you think that Teoscar Hernandez should be the permanent leadoff hitter?
No.
I disagree.
You think that
So,
he should?
according to Baseball Savant, and I will check that right now, I believe that he's the fastest guy in the Blue Jays. It might be Derek Fisher, but I know that he did have a really high prospect rating.
Then yes. If he is the fastest, then yes, he should be.
And he gets on base. He hits for power.
No, yes, he should be. If he is the fastest on the Blue Jays, then yes.
So on Baseball Savant, all it's telling me is the fastest player from last year, and the fastest player is Cartez Brito, that guy who only played like a few games.
Oh yeah.
But second fastest would be Anthony Alford, and then third is Teoscar Hernandez, and then fourth is my good friend Derek Fisher. Then after that we have Bobo, and then we have Jonathan Davis, and then Kevin.
Yeah, and I agree with you. He should be the leadoff hitter just because I know he is the best on the team. Yeah, he makes. The only thing is that I may not disagree is he strikes out a ton.
Yeah, it's because he's a power hitter. And by the way, guys, Vladdy is way below average in terms of third baseman. It says third baseman on there, but he is still below average for first baseman, where he does belong. Actually, I would probably keep him at third because he needs to get used to it. So I think we dealt with that topic.
Yes, we did.
The hell did I write? So there's a fun fact that Dan Shulman mentioned that each reliever in the bullpen has their own balls to warm up with.
I don't agree with this at all. I think you're already touching each other. You're already being together. What is the point in the balls?
Yeah, what's the point of the balls, guys? What's the point of the balls?
You're already touching each other. You're already more than 6 feet. 6 feet apart, right? You're 2 feet apart. There's no point in having different balls. Well, your bullpen catcher's also using it, so what the hell is it?
Everyone has their own balls.
It's so stupid, man. I can't even handle this crap.
Let's get another thing that won't trigger both of us. So do you think that over the past couple days, the Baby Jays have been dominant?
Like maybe I wouldn't say dominant, but I think they would be a bit of a surprise. I don't think people are expecting them to go beat the World Series Nationals.
No, but do you think that they came in there and just completely obliterated them? Because I kind of feel that way after how they played.
Yeah, they did obliterate them, but at this point in the game, only 5 games into the season, I wouldn't say that it's complete domination at this point. I think.
Yeah, I know you have to give it more time, but with just this sample size, it makes it look like that they're the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Let's actually check the AL East standings to see where they are.
Check that out right
now. Wow, 4th. How?
Really?
And do you know who's second?
No.
The Baltimore Orioles, the only team that tells you to shut up. That's a tree reference. And do you know who's last in the AL East?
That's up.
Yeah, my least favorite team.
I had a feeling that it would be the Red Sox.
Oh my shit!
What?
the Corona team is first in the NL East.
Who?
The team that's infested with Corona.
The Marlins.
Yeah.
Are they really?
Go check the score right now, or whatever sports app you use.
Okay.
And I am not wrong. Because I just noticed that and I think I'm about to pass out. What the hell? How are the Dodgers 2-2?
Are they really? Come on, you gotta do better than that.
And the wonderful dastardly Houston Cheaters are 3-1. And the Oakland A's are tied with them, just like I thought. And the AL West is actually going just as I thought it would. My predictions weren't that
Oh
bad.
my god, they are. Okay, they've only played 3 games though, so you can't really say that.
Guys, I think it's opposite day today.
Look who's last, the World Series Nationals.
Where's that? Oh, you're talking about just in the NL East.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do they play before the Blue Jays?
The Yankees.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. That explains it.
Probably, yeah. You know what? Cooper, also the thing is, like, the Yankees and Orioles have only played 3 games. I think the Jays are going to pop them, honestly.
Now, for our next question, we're going to play a game of Let's Trigger Judah! So, Judah, did you think that Wilmer Font was good today?
Wilmer Font?
Yeah, I know you hate him. So, what did you think?
Well, he did only pitch 1 inning, get 2 strikeouts. I was a little bit impressed with him, also because he is coming back from an injury. Hey, Sam, what's up, man?
Yeah, I agree with that. It's just I wanted to see if you were going to be honest or if you were going to be a cynical bastard about him.
No,
You'll cut him slack.
I'll give credit to where it's due.
So, do you think that since it was a non-save situation, that they should have saved their highly coveted reliever AJ Cole and put in the newbie Shun Yamaguchi in the 9th inning?
He came in also same exactly Wilmer Font.
Because I think they should have gave Shun Yamaguchi another chance in the 9th since they were up by 4 runs.
Yeah, personally, I think experience-wise, yeah, you do put in Shun Yamaguchi there, but you know, if you're really trying to really get this win, yeah, you put.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because they already basically it's not a save situation, and even if he does start to blow it a little bit, you can always warm up one of your more high leverage relievers, which they don't have. And guys, the Blue Jays need a bullpen. They currently have a pile of rubbish called the bullpen with the remains of Ken Giles on the injury list. That's all they have in their bullpen.
Should have put in Shun Yamaguchi just because for the experience, and you know it's a good chance to get him against a good team, and yeah, I think we should.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with putting in AJ Cole.
And maybe he would have liked it because he would have liked hearing it seem the Baby Shark team.
Oh yeah.
Because didn't you say that Giordano Parra went to his old team?
He did. He went back to.
Yeah, so he probably would have. Yamaguchi probably would have liked playing against the Nationals. Maybe we'll see him when the Blue Jays are the fake home team.
Yes. In Buffalo.
You mean in Washington tomorrow? Tomorrow they are the home team, guys. They are going to be wearing white jerseys in the away dugout. And they're supposedly going to get their walk-up music, which I doubt. I don't think the Nationals are going to do them that favor.
So wait. They're playing as the home team in Washington.
Yeah. Because they were supposed to do a home and away series. But obviously they can't because Buffalo's not ready.
Wow, that is so weird.
I'm excited to see how it looks. Remember, guys, 5:30 to see Nate Pearson pitch. And
Yes.
remember, get your moisturizer ready. Um, let's talk about something football related. To bring my heart rate down a little bit more. So Joe Burrow signed his rookie deal today, and I think he might be the last rookie to sign because I know Chase Young already signed. So he signed for 4 years, $36.1 million, and that is $9.25 million per year over those 4 years.
Yeah.
You want to give your opinion? Because I know you know a little bit about football.
No, I do like college football. You know, LSU probably one of the greatest quarterbacks in college football.
Yeah, but do you think he might have been carried by his supporting cast at all?
No, I don't think so. I think Joe Burrow is an absolute beast. Yes, he did have a great O-line with him.
And do you think that he's going to hate playing in Ohio again?
One second, he is such an independent player, and I do think that he will absolutely be dominant. Maybe not dominant in his first 2 years, obviously not. But I think later in his career he'll be a dominant quarterback. And
do you think he will be the Bungles savior, and be the next like Carson Palmer?
Well, I don't know if he'll be the savior in his first 2 years, but yeah, third year, fourth year, if he keeps playing for them, yeah.
And now we are going to get to the next segment of Triggering Judah. So, what does Judah think about Jordan Love getting drafted by the Packers?
Jordan Love. You know, this is why I'm not actually mad about this, okay? When the Packers had Brett Favre, they drafted Aaron Rodgers, and everyone was, oh, what is this? Why are they drafting? What's happening? Oh my God, what's going on?
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers was expected to go to in the first pick. Jordan Love wasn't expected to go until the second round. That's the difference.
But look what happened. Brett Favre taught him so well, and now Aaron Rodgers is literally.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers I don't think has that same gene as Brett Favre. Aaron Rodgers kind of comes off as a little bit gawky-ish.
No.
And someone who doesn't like young players. And I think that the Packers would have done a lot better if they drafted a wide receiver.
Aaron Rodgers actually made a statement that he is willing to teach Jordan Love and very excited to. You know, coming from a 2011 Super Bowl champion, Jordan Love, first of all, played for I think it was Utah, I want to say?
Yeah, it was Utah. I was going to mention that. But that's not a very good school, guys. Let's remember that.
But he was a great quarterback. He did his duties there. He knew what he was doing. He played well. And I think with the guidance of Aaron Rodgers, he can become a very good one. And I think that the Packers just secured themselves a long-time quarterback. So when Aaron Rodgers, whenever he does retire, who knows? It could be 2, it could be 7 years. You never know. I think Jordan Love has a good spot with his team. So
now Cooper's going to ask himself a question. Cooper, how do you think that the Buffalo Bills are going to do this season? So the Buffalo Bills are 1,000% going to win the AFC East, and the Pats are probably going to, at best, have an 8-8 season. But with the players they're missing on defense, like Dante Hightower and Patrick Chung, I think that they might think about tanking for Trevor Lawrence secretly, because I don't think that Bill Belichick wants to show that he's weak like that. But I think he's secretly gonna be tanking.
Yeah.
Which means that my Bills are gonna win the division and maybe even get a first round bye. My words to God's ears, please.
They're not my favorite team, but I do like both, and I really do hope they do good. And I think they deserve something. You know, boy, I love losing Super Bowls. That is their slogan. I hope they can change that.
You hope.
Trigger Cooper.
As you guys know, as a Bills fan, I also we love Andy Dalton here because he is the reason why the Bills broke their playoff drought So I also want to make a quick thank you to Andy Dalton.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Wait,
And have a good time in Jerry World. Have a very good time in Jerry World, Andy.
Wait, 1 second. Here. This is for Andy. This is scroll up to Andy. Thanks, Andy Dalton. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Thank you for using Google Translate.
No problem. I love my translate.
I don't know why you even use that.
Hey. Appreciation.
You should really only be using that if you aren't a traditional English speaker, which I can tell you definitely are a traditional English speaker.
I was born in Syria, Cooper.
No,
I'm kidding. I was born in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I'm a Jewish person too, so I was definitely not born in Syria.
And if you were born in Syria, you'd probably be a member of ISIS. Oh, that's racist.
Yes, that is very true. Probably.
Because Syria is basically owned by ISIS by now, right? Right, guys? Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically controlled by war.
So let's ask Judah who he thinks is most likely to win the 2020 U.S. presidential election.
Well, this is a very educated answer I have. So there is, I don't know exactly what it's called, but there's it's not a website, but there's a YouTube, not YouTube, there's an algorithm that scientists have been doing, and for the past 8 years, they have actually predicted who was going to win every single year. And last year they predicted it right, it was going to be Trump, and guess what? They predicted this year it was going to be Trump, and they say that Trump is going to win in a landslide, which I 100% believe.
Yeah, but that was before the protests.
They've updated it still, and his landslide has gone up even more after the protests.
Yeah, let's go out of that question because I think that that our good friend over here might be smoking a little bit too much Mary Jane.
So black people usually do vote for liberals. Now that Kanye West is running, they might switch the vote to him.
He's not actually running.
Yes, he actually is.
No, he's not. Let's get off that question because I think someone's smoking too much Mary Jane. I shouldn't have mentioned that.
That is going to take votes away from the Democratic Party, so that will just give...
He just did that as a publicity thing. He did the same thing last year, but he was faking it. Kanye isn't actually doing it. His family will not let him.
No.
And Joe Biden will win. Guys, I am a self-identified centralist. Okay? Do not follow these the far leftist people. People that are to the left, I consider to be racist.
I'm not left at all.
Sorry, I mean far right. Far right. My bad. My bad. I'm sorry.
I'm definitely not a racist person.
So why are you supporting the orange racist man?
I didn't say I was supporting him personally. I'm supporting the Republican Party, not him.
Yeah, but you are voting for the person in the U.S. In Canada, we vote for the party.
I'm voting for the party that I think will do better, and I think that is the Republican Party. And it just so happens to be that Donald Trump is the leader of that party.
Jesus fuck. I think he's speaking out of his ass.
I'm definitely not speaking on that. That's a very educated thing.
Sounds like AB. Are you gonna retire 3 or 4 times and then unretire 5 minutes later?
No, I'm not.
How's the CTE doing?
Okay, next topic.
Yo, sweetie, I threw a bag of dicks at you. I don't like you. I'm a B.
Next time we continue,
Man called me out because I ran the wrong route.
Okay, let's get on. Let's get back on.
I'm sorry, I like doing those impersonations. It's kind of fun to do.
It is fun.
So I don't really have any other topics left. I was thinking you would have some other topics.
Yeah, sure. Let me just go to my paper. As you know, I like pictures, so I just want to talk about that. Something that I saw was the Nationals. They used one. They didn't use two, not three, not four, not five, not six, but 7 pitchers. They used 7 pitchers, which is crazy.
That's normal for 2020. 2020, the biggest shithole in the world and ever.
The pitchers here. The wind wasn't a problem. It was 107 miles per hour. It was going out to right field. It wasn't a problem. It was a lot cooler than yesterday, so that's nice. But yeah, they were using pitchers. They used 2 pitchers for a quarter of for like a batter.
Yeah, but their pitchers were getting roughed up.
Their pitchers were getting roughed up, but still, like, they were using a lot of pitchers, and they're really going to screw themselves over the next couple of days. Because when you use so many pitchers, you're not going to have the same amount of, depth in your bullpen for the next game. So I think they did screw themselves over a little bit. Can I say something else? I have another topic I can.
I thought of something. Do you think that we'll be pulling the broomsticks out of the closet for this series?
How many games do we have left in this series?
2.
I think we'll lose one of them somehow.
I think there's a 50% chance that the broomstick will be coming out, and I will be bringing a broomstick on the stream if we sweep it. And I will sweep my entire bedroom in front of you. Okay, okay, chat?
Okay, you know what? Now I really hope they get this sweep.
And by the way, I do not like to sweep my bedroom. Maybe I'll bring out the vacuum. Does the vacuum count for sweeping?
Yeah, I'll say that.
Actually, no. I have to be traditional. Maybe I'll even go out and I'll buy one of the old-fashioned brooms. That's what really counts for a sweep.
Yeah. Okay.
But this would be like a grand royal sweep because one of the worst teams last year in the MLB is beating the best team. Not really.
Yeah. Also, can I just say one more thing?
Yep. Talk.
I want to see your opinion on this. The Jays running left in scoring position. Both with 2 outs. They left Biggio and Drury. And you think they could have capitalized a little bit better on these 2, and gave them a little more of a cushion?
Yeah, but I'm at least happy that Rowdy Tellez was able to get a hit with bases loaded, 2 outs. Because I was so worried that I was gonna get angry if he got struck out. Because I would have probably hit a wall. Because that is a golden opportunity, guys.
Shaved head Tellez is one of my favorite players on the Jays.
He is definitely not for me. He does not look good with a shaved head. I hope he goes into Washington and goes to buy a toupee for his head. That's a good idea.
He looks horrible with the shaved head.
Shaved head Tellez. That's his new nickname, guys.
Yes, it is. I think we have the nickname for Tellez.
Or we just call him the Jew.
Oh, you know that he's a Jew.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can call him the Jew.
Or maybe the new Kevin Pillar, but with not Any speed?
With the gut, yeah.
Yeah, with the actual Jewish body.
Exactly, yeah.
By the way, so I was walking my dogs on a long walk, and I passed by um, your area, and there were so many people. It was so crazy in your area.
Was it Asian?
No, like a lot of religious idiots that don't know what side of the sidewalk to walk on. Here, I'm gonna quiz you. What side of the sidewalk do we walk on?
What do you mean, the right side?
Thank you. You win a gold medal because everyone that I saw walking does not know how to walk on the friggin' sidewalk.
Cooper, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna shock you. People are stupid.
Oh, I know that. Because it's 2020, the biggest shithole ever.
Vegas.
So I'm going to end my video right now, but we are going to stay on the phone for maybe a little bit longer with Judah because I don't want this video to go too much longer. But bye, my